Hello, my name is Hannah, and I want to tell you a story that might sound sad in the beginning, but I promise it will give you hope in the end. I didn't have a home. I didn't have a family. I didn't even have a bed to sleep on. At night, I slept on the street, under the open sky, on cold footpaths, holding my bag close like it was the only thing I owned. People passed by me every day. Some looked, most didn't. I was invisible to the world, just another poor girl lying in the corner of the street. But I was not just a girl without a roof. I was a girl with a dream. I lost my parents when I was 16. My father died of a heart attack, and my mother passed away just 3 months later. After that, everything disappeared. The house was taken away. My relatives turned their backs, and I found myself alone, hungry, and frightened. I had no money and no one to call. I tried to get help, but no one listened. I looked for jobs, but they said I was too young or too unfit. I begged for food at times, just to survive another day. Sometimes people gave me a piece of bread. Sometimes they gave me harsh words. But every night before I slept, I told myself, Hannah, don't give up. Cry if you must. But tomorrow, you rise again. I remember one morning, I was sitting outside a library. I watched children walking in, holding books in their small hands. Their eyes were full of light. Mine were full of dust and tears. But something inside me woke up. I remembered how I loved reading when I was little. I missed learning, so I stood up, wiped my face, and walked into the library. I knew I looked dirty. I knew I didn't belong there. But I didn't care. I asked the librarian if I could read quietly in the corner. She looked at me for a long second, then nodded. That moment changed my life. From that day on, I came to the library every morning. I read everything I could: English books, motivational stories, grammar, anything I found. I couldn't afford notebooks, so I wrote on used paper I picked up from bins. I taught myself every day. I spoke to myself in English, corrected my mistakes, practiced in front of mirrors, and slowly, I started to believe in myself again. I had no school, no tutor, no internet, but I had passion. That passion became my strength. One day, a kind woman noticed me in the library. She asked me why I came there every day. I told her everything. She listened without judging. Then she said, "I work at a training center for girls. Would you like to join?" My heart nearly stopped. That offer was the light I had prayed for. I said yes with tears in my eyes. I started working part-time at her center. I earned a little money. I used it wisely. I rented a tiny room, bought second-hand clothes, and continued studying every night. I didn't stop. I passed my exams through a free government program. I got a scholarship. I studied hard. And finally, after years of struggle, I became a teacher. Today, I teach English to girls like me. Girls who once thought they were worthless. Girls who had no one. I tell them, you don't need a perfect life. You need a burning reason. You need belief. You need courage. Now I live in a small home that I pay for myself. I eat warm food. I wear clean clothes. But most importantly, I sleep peacefully. I look in the mirror and smile. I don't see the girl who slept on the streets anymore. I see the girl who fought her way out. To anyone out there who is struggling, maybe you have no money, maybe no support, maybe you feel like giving up. Please don't. I am proof that pain can turn into power. You are not your situation. You are your strength. Keep going. Keep dreaming. The world may not believe in you at first. That's okay. Believe in yourself anyway. Your story is not over yet. It's just getting started.